With being a child born in the specific family I was, that was quite toxic. My poor mother struggled with her family life, and she married to leave the house, only to end up in a later situation needing a divorce, which did take place when we were kids. And moving back into that home after many trials, she apparently had, motel rooms and whatnot, trying to survive with us as babies. And she had a babysitter that was an elderly woman. And apparently this woman had at least beaten me, is what I know, to the point of blackening my backside. And this she told me, but I didn't understand it when I was a kid or even older. She just left it alone at some point. But she told me she carted her to the curb somewhere, literally with her foot and stuff, for what she had done. And I don't have the details for all of that, but there was some serious abuse. And then there was abuse in the home that we lived in, the family home. Once she couldn't do it on her own, she moved back into the toxic family home. And her siblings were quite mentally ill now in retrospect. And this apparently has gone on longer than I can imagine. And really, as a child, it was quite scary, the fighting and the abuse when my mother wasn't home. And that is the truth of the matter. And it was a completely dysfunctional, toxic family home. And she did attempt to get out a few times, and we used to save money in the wall. She would come home with a savings bond every week for $50 with either mine or my sibling's name on it, and we were to stash that in a special place. And we did for a long time and said nothing. And when it came time to put a down payment down, she did so. And she bought a house when I was 9 years old. The problem was she got shamed for leaving. I believe the words were, "You're the rat leaving the sinking ship." And she ended up moving the toxic people into the house with us. And 3 years went by, and nothing changed radically. There was still psychosis from these individuals. And I think she almost killed one of them a few times. And really, there should have been some intervention on that much sooner. But they were in fear of institutional abuse at the time. And with that institutional abuse, she didn't want that for her siblings, and they didn't get, what they needed. One was really bad, one was functional, and both of them were quite toxic. And their mother, my grandmother, did what she could with the skills and tools that she had to try to manage these issues. And they ended up leaving when I was 12 out of my mother's home. And it went on from there. All that abuse that I had been around or it was done to me in some way, I just internalized it. You just didn't talk about those things when you were in certain families. So there was acting out. I ran away from home for a couple of years and couldn't tell you why. I just didn't want to be there and didn't fit in. Couldn't say what it was. I was always running until I wasn't, and I settled in and made the typical mistakes that other people make, and I had relationship problems, intimacy issues, probably from the abuse I sustained, but I proceeded to have children, and I really look back on it, and I'm grateful to have a good mother that gave me good values and right from wrong, regardless of what happened. I always knew right from wrong and steered away from that. And unfortunately, I had some really bad friendships that, I was loyal to people and probably shouldn't have been loyal at all to those trauma-bonded relationships. And that was a big downfall for me, was holding on to people I shouldn't have held on to, and just loving them the way they are, which is okay if they're, trying to improve their life, whatever happened in their life. But some folks do not want to do anything with their life. And the ones that do not want to do anything with their life should probably get behind me, because I gave up a long time ago because I was mentally and emotionally broken, spiritually, everything, and couldn't explain it, what was going on around me. And people in the family were going every which way, and everybody was acting like someone sprinkled some fairy dust on us all, and I had fallen into drugs because of many reasons. All my bad decisions started adding up, and I couldn't cope anymore with many things. It was an onslaught, basically. And it didn't resonate with my soul, so I kind of turned inward and didn't come out for a long time, and just managing many problems in my life. I was a big manager, and it wasn't going as well as I would have liked. And since the death of my husband, and before that, I've been pulling myself out of that proverbial hole that I had dug, and someone else helped to dig and throw dirt on me. But no, the Father said, I am worthy, and He knows my heart, and He is for me. And He knows the things that happened I did not want to happen, and they will not happen again. And I am here. I am here. It is me once again. And for that, I can truly be grateful. Thank you, Yeshua.